Yes. What's good, people? It's your boy Maisie back with another video. Been a bit quiet for the past 2 weeks because obviously I've been busy and all that. And to be honest, I ain't really had much to talk about. You know what I mean? You're them ones. You ain't always got something to say. So when you ain't got nothing to say, don't say nothing. But today, I've got a bit of a crazy new video for you. Something different to what I usually do. This one is how your mobile phone, yes, the one that you're watching this on right now, or you've got it in your pocket, or it's there on the side somewhere, is spying on you. Yeah? Now this is something a lot of people don't actually think about, but it happens every single day. Every single time you post a status, every single time you buy something, you know, every single time you sign up to a service, or you share something from a website, or you are looking at videos on YouTube, every news article you look at, all of this information is stored by your phone and is sent to these companies. So for example, if you're on Google and you're researching a certain type of politician, or you're researching a certain type of subject, like when you go on YouTube now, or when you go on other sites, you're going to get recommended adverts for relating to that kind of thing. And a lot of people don't realize this as well, because like I was born in '96, so I was kind of like, we were the last generation to grow up without all this social media bubble, like when we were kids, you know, because you need to think about this is what's crazy. Everybody logs everything they do. They take pictures of their food. Some people are so crazy on Facebook and whatnot that they upload their every thought. Do you know what I mean? I've done it sometimes. So a lot of data is being stored exactly about you, and a lot of kids these days, they're going to be growing up with Facebook from when they're, you know, 8, 9, 10 and older. So by the time that they're 20, there is going to be so much data on them. So much data. And you give this data away for free every single day. And this data is valuable, because I reckon in about 10-15 years, when you walk past a shop window, every single person will see different adverts in different shops that is tailored to you. And some people might think, yeah, that's a good thing. I want to see things that are tailored to me. But this could work. I want to tell you how this could work against you in such a major way. Because you need to look at this, like in China, I'm not sure if you've researched this, but in China they have a thing called a social credit score, which basically, you know, for example, it's similar to the credit score that we have over here in the West, but over there it's more of a social thing, more than a financial thing. So like they log all your transactions, you know, so if you're always buying beer, you know, then it's going to go down. If you're going out, you know, doing minor crimes, jaywalking, you know, getting into arguments in the street, because they have cameras everywhere. I think they have over 600 million cameras in China that take facial recognition and everything. So, you know, your social credit score goes down. You know, if you're getting an argument in the street with someone, you push someone over, you get into a fight, it goes down. Even if you marry someone that has a low social credit score, then yours goes down as well. And the way you get it up is by, you know, being a good citizen, I guess, driving safely, playing golf for the weekend, never getting into any trouble. And if anything like that social credit score system is ever implemented in the West, I highly doubt it, but if it ever was, then you would be screwed, because your transactions, because look at this, your transactions are logged, your Facebook posts are logged, what you have for dinner is logged, you know, what you search on YouTube is logged, all the weird things you look at when you're sitting there at night, oh no, you lot, do you know what I mean? All that is logged, all of it. So if something ever was implemented like that, you would be in big trouble, and so would most people, to be fair. But then the thing is, you could say something like, oh, I don't think that would ever be implemented over here, but you've got to look at the coronavirus. You never thought something like that would happen, and all the implications and major effects it's had. So you never know, you know what I mean? So people really need to start thinking about the data that they're putting out there. But and I know and the thing is, it's such a major construct that in these days and times, you can't get by without the internet, without having Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and using Google. Because people use Google to find out information all the time. Anything you want to know, it's there, so you Google it. And they collect data every time you search something. On Facebook, every time you post something, data's stored. Like, even if you deleted your profile 7 years ago, it's still stored on a server somewhere. You know what I mean? So everything you post is data, and it's all collected. So, and the thing is, there's no way to avoid it, because in this day and age, people can't get by without Facebook and Twitter. Everybody uses it. You use it to keep up with your friends. You use it to post how you're feeling. Some people use it for like an outlet, like a release of their anger, their anxiety, you know, everything like that. So this my friends, I'm sorry, but it's unavoidable. You cannot avoid it. But that is how your phone is spying on you. I can guarantee on your phone right now, you have Facebook, you have YouTube, you have Google, you might have Apple Pay or Google Pay. That is logging your transactions. Facebook is logging your thoughts, is logging your emotions, is logging your feelings. And this technology is going to get, over the next 10, 15 years, so crazy that they are going to be, you know, because they have Apple Watches and things like that now, and they can detect even the mood you're in. They can detect your reaction to an advert. You know, like I said earlier, like when you walk past a shop window in 10, 15 years, everybody will see a different thing because those adverts will be tailored to you. So like if your device detects that you're in a bad mood and you're not feeling good today and you're not going to be going out, you'll see advertisements for Netflix and for fast food takeaways. Or if you are in a good mood, you'll see adverts for like cinema or for theatre or for something like that. You know, so people really need to start thinking about, like, you know, it is good to use Facebook and all that, but maybe don't put your every thought on there. And I'm guilty of this sometimes myself as well. I do it a lot. Like if I'm angry, I'll just post something, but it's logged. Even if you delete it, trust me, it's logged. And if the world ever does get crazy like that and implements a system like in China, we could be in trouble. We could be in big trouble, man. So yeah, I wanted to keep this video kind of short and sweet. Well, you know, when I say short and sweet, I mean less than 20 minutes. but that's the thing, guys. It's one of those things, like people prefer to live their lives and just go through it and just totally ignore it, because at the end of the day, you can't avoid it and you can't change it. There's nothing you can really do. You're kind of stuck with this because this is the way the world's going, and it's going to keep getting worse and worse and worse. You know, so maybe you are best to avoid it, but I'm just telling you that if in 10, 15, 20 years time they ever do implement a social credit score, you, my friend, are fucked. And the reason why the social credit score is so bad in China is because if your social credit score, I think it goes between like 350 and 950, and if your social credit score is around 350 or 400, you can't get flights, you can't get loans, you can't get credit cards, I don't think you can even get married, you know? Like, you're literally like cast out of society, like, you know, it's literally mad. So like maintaining your social credit score in China is a major thing. It's kind of how they keep the country, you know, going. So a lot of people in China do leave and they just don't come back, you know what I mean? Because it's like, fuck this, you know what I mean? Like, whereas in the West with our financial credit scores, like if you have a bad credit score, it's not the end of the world for you. Like, it's easy to fix. So, you know, like, you know, you fucking pay your cards, you pay your loans, it just goes back up. And then you can always, you know, if you have a bad credit score, you can still start a business, you can still leave the country, get flights, you know, get married, whatever. You're still free. You just have a shit credit score, so you just can't get loans and credit cards. So that's like the only real bad thing about having a bad social credit score over here, which is fine, because you can fix it easily. Whereas over there, if you have a bad social credit score, they even put it in newspapers and everything, so you're literally fucked. Like, it's so hard to fix. So that is why, if something like that ever was implemented, your social credit score would be like the bane of your existence. You know what I mean? It would literally be how your life is defined. And the reason why it matters with the data and your phone and everything you do is because all of that would be logged and all of that would contribute to it. Do you know what I mean? Unless you're a nun, unless you're literally like a nun, then you're fucked. So all I'm saying is, guys, just be a bit careful with your data. Yeah? You know, because like everything, it's absolutely everything you do on your phone is logged. Games you play, things you download, notes that you write in there, texts that you send, calls that you send, how long the calls are, what time of day the calls were, you know, everything, absolutely everything. Every time you open your phone and you touch something, it's logged. I promise you, it's logged. So yeah, just be a bit careful, guys. You know what I mean? Like in the good old days when there weren't phones to speak to someone, you had to go around their house. Yeah, remember those days where you had to pay 10p for a text? So like you was cramming everything all into one text just to save the money, and you'd never call anyone. And internet, you'd never go on the internet because that was like 10p a fucking second. Remember that shit? But them days were advantageous because they can't collect this data on you like so easily that they can now. Like, have you not ever noticed it when you're kind of on YouTube or you're on Google and you see an advert that is so weirdly specific, and you're like, wow, You know, like it's a weirdly specific advertisement that you just are thinking, wow, how do they know that much about me? How is that so accurate and specific? You know? Like, I remember I saw an advert for like wrestling figures, and I was like, I am interested in wrestling figures, but I'm 23. Like, how do they know this, you know? And it's like, I hadn't even been looking at anything. I think I sent a couple messages or something about it, but I haven't Googled it or searched it up on eBay or anything like that. It is crazy, I'm telling you. And it's only going to get worse and worse. So just be careful with your data, guys. Be careful what you're doing on your phone, innit? Do you know what I mean? Because I think even when you clear your history and all that, I don't know, man, I think it's saved somewhere. So yeah, the message here is just be careful with your data, guys. Be careful what you're giving to people, you know, and try and be as safe and secure as you can. Alright, Maisie out. Peace, 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 peace. Subscribe to my channel. Give me a like. Give me a comment. Give me a share. Give me a... You know, give me all that. Subscribe, like, share, comment. Alright, see you next time. Peace, 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 peace.